Hello everybody and welcome to 2024 reviews and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. So today we'll be reviewing the brand new 2024 as of January battle pack. It's that time. It's another battle pack. Most people I think are happy with it. Some wish there were like more specific clones in this. And I kind of understand, like, yeah, we already have something with like shock troopers. I like having plain Phase 3, but they're not the most popular, but it is really cool to see Super Battle Droids back. So if you're interested in this set, it is $30. Like I said, it is brand new as of January 1st. My packages just arrived a couple days ago. I actually only got 2 brand new sets just because, slight spoiler alert, but, you know, it encourages people to watch these. The Avengers Tower is finally coming. Christmas is done. The holidays are done. I can finally go back to really advancing the collection a lot more. And with that, the Avengers Tower is coming soon. So decided to only get this in one brand new Marvel set. I will be reviewing more 2024 sets, of course, in the near future. But the Avengers Tower was $500 of awesomeness, so I can only do so much. As for this set, the set does retail for $300. $300. This set retails for $30, and it contains 215 pieces. And as you can see, quite an array of minifigures. For me, I mean, obviously I was going to get this or review it, of course, but it actually has some pretty cool stuff in it. We do have the large Droid, which I believe as of now is going to be joining the Battle Droids, the Super Battle Droids, and maybe a couple of the off ones in my Battle of Umbra display, which actually is coming very soon. Once I finish the Battle of Hoth for winter, that is next on the chopping block, so can't wait for that. As for the clone troopers, I believe I'm going to take one Phase 3 and the shock trooper, and I'm just going to put them in the minifigure display case behind the city. I don't really have a need for them just yet, and I still want to get the Coruscant gunship, which of course has Commander Fox and all of those shock troopers as well. So kind of a little bit of a bleed over, but the defensive position, probably going to put that in there as well. Speeder bike, probably going in there as well. So some cool stuff for the Battle of Umbra for sure. If this is your first time on the channel, thank you for joining us. Feel free to check out anything else that I do. Play a ton of video games, build a ton of Legos. I'm going back and fishing to the channel. I have a full-scale Lego city, a lot of castle, and pretty much most of the sets you can probably think of at this point. So feel free to check out in the description below if you're interested in subscribing to the channel. If you're interested in supporting us further, check out the join button. The channel just got monetized very recently, so thank you all so much for the support. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, so let's get building on this battle pack, folks. I'm very, very excited for this one. Alright everybody, so here's the final build. Overall, it's not my favorite battle pack that they've ever released. For instance, the 501st battle pack that basically made all of this possible and proved that we can essentially annoy and bully LEGO into making Clone War sets once in a while, was better. I would prefer like the Kashyyyk not the Kashyyyk Stormtrooper, sorry, I'm still getting over a cold right now. It's not a great day. The Kashyyyk Clone Trooper Battle Pack, like the 41st Legion, was really cool. The original with the bomb squad inside of it, like there's been some cool ones. This isn't bad, don't get me wrong. You have a huge battle scene here, and if you buy a lot of these, you can build a whole like battle droid army plus super battle droids, which is huge. Some basic phase 2 troopers. So I mean, it's definitely pretty solid. It's just not my favorite. As for the smaller pieces themselves, here we have the defense turret, which is pretty cool. I know not all of this will be like Umbra, like lore fine, but I think some pieces like this will definitely be pretty welcome there. It is a little flick to fire as well. Then you have a small container here, as seen in the box art, with a little thermal detonator inside. Here you have a really nice rendition of the STAP, which is a different build than they usually do. Really like it. Really like that dark blue Clone Wars feel. I think this looks absolutely great. Definitely a big fan of that. Then we have a speeder bike, which is pretty cool. It's a lot less janky and fragile than the ones in the Battle of Hoth behind me with the Empire. I definitely like this quite a bit. Room for the actual driver and a rear gunner with 2 flick fires on the side. I really like the front cannons as well. Then we have the Tri-Droid. Pretty cool. The legs are a little bit wonky. They're supposed to be a little bit curved. I actually liked it sitting like this for the video just because it was a little wobbly the other way. I'm going to play around with this a little bit, see what my favorite leg positioning is. Do whatever you want. You know, at the end of the day, it's your set. If you want it to be a little bit different than what it is, go nuts. But I have these straightened up just to make it a little bit nicer for the video itself. Essentially, the head does rotate back and forth, which is pretty cool. You have 3 missiles on either side, and obviously these legs do bend back and forth. So definitely pretty cool. You know what? I want to see. Actually, I think that was the only one that was a little off. So slightly off angle from what they have there, but I actually do overall like it. I was wondering why that one just looked a little bit different. It was just off by one little peg, but definitely a big fan there. Now, as for the actual minifigures themselves, I won't go through each individual one just because they are exactly the same after a while. I really like this new mold. They look a little bit skinnier than on average, but as a whole, I do think they look pretty cool. I know that people are mad that this is a different mold, and the way LEGO figures like this work is essentially they have a mold, they use as many as they can, and then they get rid of it. So for instance, this is the old mold. Yes, it has no legs. He's very old. He's one of the originals. He's an oldie. He's one of the dead soldiers in my Battle of Geonosis display. But overall, I mean, there's not that big of a difference. I think this one's a little bit thinner and more refined in like the abdomen section, but I think it's a pretty cool minifigure nonetheless. And it's not something that you see every day. So definitely happy that we get 3 of those in this set. Then we have 2 basic battle droids. I do like that they did a dark, like, gunmetal gray for the blasters themselves. I think that's a really cool look. And then on to the troopers themselves. Here we have a shock trooper, a very popular one nowadays since The Mandalorian added them into the series. Obviously they existed beforehand, but The Mandalorian is the reason that we're getting shock troopers. Let's be realistic here. It's not because LEGO cares about the Clone Wars, it's because they care about the Mandalorian series. Very nice minifigure. Has a small pistol here, pistol blaster, whatever you like to call it, and then a pair of binoculars as well, but really cool torso print. And of course they do have all holes in the side of their helmets for attachments. And that's a hot issue nowadays, but I'll bring it up anyways. Then we have the new Phase 3 armor. I think it looks really nice. No complaints, honestly. I think it looks like a really good minifigure. I think the torso and the leg printing are excellent. I really like the helmet. I know this front part is a little bit of a concern for people because they don't all like how it sticks out, and I don't think it looks perfect, but I'm not a huge, like, opponent against it at the end of the day. Change is good once in a while, and I don't think these molds look bad at all. The only real difference here is this guy comes with a long blaster instead of those two in which their blasters are on the speeder bikes. So yeah, that'll just about do it, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be splitting some of this up between the display behind the city, the Umbra display. The Super Battle Droids will probably go in Umbra as well. If not, they will wind up in the Battle of Geonosis. But yeah, that's just about a wrap, folks. If you noticed anything new city-wise during this review, those videos are coming. I'm like done with January for recordings already. Now I'm just kind of filling in LEGO sets, new or otherwise. So definitely feel free to check out the rest of the channel. There's tons and tons of content coming, including some custom Star Wars work, which I'm really excited to do. If you're interested in a LEGO City Castle, Ninjago, anything like that, definitely stay tuned or check out my other videos as well, and I'll see you next time. Happy building, everybody. Happy 2024. Let me know in the comment section what new sets you're looking forward to. Bye-bye now.